How to enter in the music industry. Very interesting thing. It is a natural thing that happens. You're at the right time, at the right place. So for us, it was 1993, Nelson Mandela just came out of jail. I was a student. I was living in Stellenbosch with my girlfriend, but all my buddies were students. I was studying sociology in a certain way. Basically, we are 22 years old. We start a band. End of apartheid. South African music has been banned from the whole world. Suddenly our music is unbanned. Before us, there was a political movement called the Voelvry Beweging with Johannes Kerkorrel and those guys. Afrikaans, politically driven, anti-apartheid thing. Like I say, every generation has their 10 years in the sun. So as Nelson Mandela came out of jail, the whole Voelvry Beweging kind of disappeared because that fight was over. And now it's time for a new generation. And so in comes the Springbok Nude Girls with a whole bunch of other bands. And we're not back then doing Afrikaans music because we want to be part of the world. So we were writing music like the music we were listening to, like Pixies, Nirvana. So it was all mostly English stuff. And then 10 years after us, here comes Fokhof Polisikar, which is doing now their own thing back in Afrikaans, except now it's more punk rock. So you can see these patterns happening. How do you enter into the music thing? It happens being at the right time, at the right place, being part of the voice of the youth, at the right time, in the right place. So that is how it happens. And no amount of, I don't know, yes, a lot of money can make you very successful. But the best way for it to be is to be a natural thing where people really, really, really like you and that you're talking to them at a certain level. I remember so many of, including us, we has left the country to try and go break it in America or in the UK or whatever. It's not natural. If you go there and suddenly you strike a chord with the people there, and it's a natural thing that you suddenly draw 3,000 people to your shows. That is natural. But to go there and to go spend R1 million to try and break yourself is not natural, and it's probably not going to work. So the way to enter the music business is to find that sweet spot and to be the flavor of the month, and hopefully you can mold that flavor of the month into a long-term occupation, successful musical job.